Welcome back guys, and in this video we're going to see that what basically locators are in Selenium WebDriver and why do we need them. Okay, so suppose here we have username, we have password, and you want that, as I told you in the very first video, that we want that our username get enters on its own and our password get enters on its own, and then the login button gets clicked on its own. Okay, that is why we are studying the automation testing. So for this we need address of this username. Okay, for this we need the address of this password, and we need the address of this login button. Okay, so that is what we mean by locator. Okay, we need some locator which can locate this particular address. Okay, particular address of password, particular address of username, and the particular address of the login button, and then click over these buttons or type over this placeholder of username or the placeholder of password. Okay, so these are what locators are. We need to locate the web elements. Now what are web elements? Any of the elements, such as this username placeholder, okay, or the password placeholder, or this login button, or this particular the logo, this particular Swag Labs, okay, logo here, and these links, everything here, what is clickable and what is visible to you over the web page is the web element. Okay, since they are present over the web page, they are web elements. Otherwise they are just elements. Okay, these are elements. So to identify these web elements, we have locators. Now what locators are provided by the Selenium WebDriver? We are coming over it. So you can see that here, if we come on to the documentation of the Selenium and then click on the locators, we're going to see the locators are class name, CSS selector, ID name, link text, partial link text, tag name, and XPath. Okay, I am getting onto all these things, do not worry. See what happens, that every web page is made by coding, okay, at the back end. So what kind of coding? The basics of every web page is HTML. Okay, if you have studied HTML, or if you have not studied, do not worry, but if you have studied, then you must know that what is class name, what is CSS selector, what is ID, okay, what is name, what is link text, what is partial link text. I'll tell you all these things. Okay, so basically if you do not know, you can just click over here over the web page and then click on inspect. Okay, you can see the HTML coding over here of the web page. Okay, you can see the complete HTML coding over this web page. Okay, so now what I want to show you is that if I click the inspector button and then I click over this username, then you can see the highlighted HTML code of this username button or placeholder. Okay, sorry, I'm saying button, it's a placeholder. Okay, sorry for that. You can see that it is into an input tag, and that is what is needed to give an input in the HTML. So it is inside an input tag, and input tag is having some of the attributes such as class, such as placeholder equal to username, such as type, such as data test, such as ID, name, autocorrect, and auto capitalize, and value. Okay, so this is basically the tag name. This input is basically the tag name in the light blue color, and these all in the whitish kind of color, and the orangish type of values are the attributes of the tag name. Okay, attributes of the tag name. Okay, so these things we need to use as locator in order to find the particular web element. Okay, and then provide our input. So you can see here the class name. Okay, now you can see that this username placeholder has the class, and the name is input error form underscore input underscore error and form underscore input. Okay, this is the class name. Okay, fine. So are you getting it? How are we going to locate it? Okay, I'm telling you the particular code which we need to write in the Selenium script, but for now know that how we need to right click and inspect and then see what is the class name. Okay, we have the ID. Okay, you can see the ID locates element whose ID attribute matches the search value. Okay, so you can see here the username placeholder has the ID also as username. Okay, and now we can go and see the name also. The name attribute we have here in the username input tag, we have here name. We can see the name attribute and its value also. So all these we can use as a locator to find our web element. So let me write a simple script here for you and then show you how can we do all these things. So guys, coming on to the script, I have written here basic script for invoking the browser. Here I have created a Maven project named as Locator 1.0, and I have created, in the SRC test Java, I have created a package known as Locators 01, and here I have created a class locators.java. And in the pom.xml, I have imported the appropriate Maven dependencies which are used for the Maven project, as I have already told you earlier. So coming on to the class which we have created, I have invoked the Chrome driver here, and now I'm going to write the script. So first you know that we need to reach that particular website. So driver.get, okay, and then we need to provide the string of that particular website, and here in our case it is sourcedemo.com. So copying this and then pasting it over here. So we have reached the website, and then we need to navigate to that particular username. So driver.find element is the particular method which we need to find a particular element. And now we use the by class here. By is a class, you can see here by is a class I have already opened. You can also open it by going to the documentation of the Selenium and then going to the by class. So by class has all the methods by which we can navigate to the web element present over a web page. It has by class name, by CSS selector, by ID, link text, name, partial link text, by tag name, XPath, remotable. You can see here we have these locators, okay. We have class name, CSS selector, ID, name, link text, partial link text. So we can use the by class and use the methods available in the by class in order to find our web elements using these locators which the Selenium provides us. Okay, coming back to the script, and here I'm going to show you, we can take here by ID. Suppose we can say I'm copying the ID here. So we'll have the by ID option here. I'm typing here by again and dot. You can see here we have the ID, string ID, okay. So ID, and then we need to provide in double inverted comma the ID, and yeah. So this is the ID we have copied from here. As you can see, this ID is equals to username, and then we need to send keys, okay. Send keys. What do you mean by send keys? I mean by sending keys that we need to type something over there in the username field, okay. Here we need to type something, so that is known as sending keys. So we will use the method send keys, okay. I have not applied the dot send keys, and then I'm gonna provide any key. Suppose I'm saying username as hello new user, okay. I'm saving the program, and then I'm closing the this particular line, and I think I should maximize the browser. So I am writing driver. So I'm writing driver dot manage dot windows dot maximize, okay. So this is used for maximizing the window, and here we go, we have saved the script, and then I'm gonna run it. So here you can see that our Swag Labs is open, the basic website, and then it has maximized the window, and it has identified the username placeholder and typed hello new user here. So this is what happens when we identify a particular web element, and hence we send some of the other keys in order to type over that particular web element, okay. So this is what happens. For this video, I think this is enough in order to give you a basic idea that what basically locators are and how we are going to use it in order to locate different web elements and perform different operations over them. Okay, so I'll be telling you in detail and in depth that how different types of the locators, such as the CSS selector, link text, partial link text, and ID, and various other the locators, how we are going to use it. So till the next video, keep on revising and keep on learning. Thank